Hello friends, welcome back. Let's code program that was given as exercise in last video. First of all, we must analyze this statement and do some rough work so that we can develop our program easily. If we look at this statement, we are told to create a structure called employee. So we will take name of the type as employee itself. Then we have to include 5 members in it. Let's find out data type of each member. Employee ID, it is generally integer. It is like a roll number of student. Name is array of characters, so it is going to be string. Age, it is also an integer. Gender, if we are going to take it as a single character M or F, then it is character. A complete word male or female, then it is going to be string. So I am going to take it as a single character. Salary, it is amount, and whenever we deal with amount, we generally take it as float or double. So I am going to take it as a float. After collecting this much information, we can go ahead and write some code. Here I have defined a structure employee with required members. Further, we are told to read information of 3 employees. For that, we will need to declare 3 structure variables and accept input. Let me explain the code. E1, E2, E3 are structure variables. Here you can see memory structure of E1. E2 and E3 will also have same structure. This printf statement is going to print this message on the screen. It is important to understand this scanf. In this scanf, we are going to accept 5 values. Here we have used 5 format specifiers for 5 values respectively. %d is for roll ID of the E1, %s is for the name of E1, %d is for age of the E1, %c is for gender, and %f is for salary. In the second part, you can see I have specified address of E1.id, not only ID, it is the ID of structure E1. Then E1.name. For string, we don't need to use address of operator, string is itself a pointer. Then for age, address of E1.age. Then for gender, address of E1.gender, and for salary, it is address of E1.salary. In the same way, we have written input code for E2, members of E2 and members of E3. Now in the last part, we are told to print the information like a tabular list. This is our required output. Before we write any output instruction, we should think how we want to see our output on the screen. Tabular list means we need to display output like this. Here, this is the heading that we will print before the output of values. Then in the first row, there are 5 values of first employee, then 5 values of second employee, and in the third row there should be 5 values of the third employee. Now we need to think of printf statement accordingly. First we will print the heading and then values with proper tabs. So here we are done. Let me explain the code. This printf statement will print the heading that we need in the output, employee ID, then tab name, tab age, tab gender, tab salary. Then this printf statement will print 5 values of members of E1 %d. Here E1.id will be displayed, %s after the tab, E1.name, %d after tab, E1.age, %c after the tab, E1.gender, %f after the tab, E1.salary. In the same way, we have written code to print values of E2 and E3. Let's execute the program. Let me enter the information. Here I have entered the information. Now as soon as I hit the enter, we will see the output. Here is the output on the screen that you can see. This is the heading and these are the values that we entered for E1. These are the values that we entered for E2 and these are the values that we entered for E3. But if you see the program, for only 3 employees we have written lot of code. Practically we need to handle huge data, maybe hundreds of employees. We are surely not going to write hundreds of lines for such a small task. In next video, we will see how we can handle more employees or large amount of data. Till then, goodbye.